The state of relationships in this country alone is absolutely horrendous. And if we look around the world, there isn't many changes that are happening anywhere else either. David Essel here. For the past 45 years, #1 best-selling author, counselor, master life coach, you name it, and everything else. And he forgot to put his microphone in. So maybe I have some memory stuff going down here. Anyway, I want to talk about relationships today because they are just so struggling, and I want to talk about how do we break the pattern of going from one bad or unfulfilling relationship to the next. We've been doing this for 45 years. We see patterns all the time, which is what my work is based off of. And so I help people see patterns. And the most important thing to do in the beginning when you're trying to find how is it that I change this bad relationship pattern into a healthy relationship pattern is we have to slow way down. And we have to do something that most people want to avoid, and that is forgiving every former partner, regardless of what they did, what they said, how they treated you. If we don't do this, we are screwed. Because in our subconscious mind, we have that story going from the past, right? You can't trust this men, you can't trust women, you can't this, can't that, can't that. And we have the resentments that we carry, the anger, the vindictiveness, or maybe the shame and guilt, or whatever it might be. But we cannot move into a healthier relationship until we forgive every person from the past that we've ever dated that it ended poorly. Now, that doesn't mean we call them up and forgive them. If you work with me one-on-one, we have a 4-step process for forgiveness that is so freaking incredibly powerful that when you're done with it, you're ready for a healthy relationship. So that's #1. The first key is, and it's the one that people should do before they get into a next relationship, if they were out of a bad one, is to really sit down and evaluate, who do I need to forgive? Maybe you need to forgive yourself for when you didn't follow your own intuition, right? Many times that intuition is those red flags are blowing in the wind and we blow right by them. So #1 is going to be forgiving everyone, including yourself. Wow, right? #2 is going to be looking at the role that you played in regards to terrible relationships. It might be that you played the role of staying too long. It might be that you said to the person in the beginning, everything's going great, but you have a tendency to drink too much on weekends. If you can cut that back, we can stay together. But if you don't, we're not going to be able to be together. And they never cut back. And you didn't do anything about it, and so they don't respect you. When you set a boundary with a consequence, the boundary is, I want you to cut back on drinking on weekends because we end up getting in arguments. That's the boundary. Don't want to be with you on weekends if you're going to be drinking. And if you choose to drink, then you're choosing alcohol over me, which is totally fine, but I'm going to leave. Now, you don't leave, that's where we get into trouble because we start looking at the fact that this person isn't doing what we asked, and that person's looking at us and saying, she or he said that they were going to leave, but they're going to hang around. So there's no respect whatsoever. And the last one is the one about the family of origin. We go and we look at 0 to 18 and we say, what patterns did you pick up from your parents maybe that weren't healthy, grandparents, aunts, uncles, next door neighbors that you're still carrying today in relationships? Like, did your mom shut down all the time and you shut down? Was your dad explosive with anger and you have anger? Was there addiction in the family and you're carrying that forward? You see, if we can break and shatter these top keys to bad relationship patterns, we can open the doorway to true connection, to true love. If you need help, join me at talkdavid.com. Because of inflation, we do have specials going on right now to help people who are struggling financially still get the work done. 45 years of working with people from all over the world. I'm ready for you. Let's change your relationship patterns and get into something really healthy. Talkdavid.com is the website. I'm David Essel. Have an awesome day.